Okay. Hi. Welcome to Louder Than Nice. I am Cece Boom, and this is
Hi, I'm Michelle.
and this is going to be our very first podcast and episode to our podcast here. Well, my podcast. Michelle will be making many guest appearances because she is like my sidekick, my partner in crime. And today I'm going to be interviewing her about a very serious and important topic. I'm going to take off my glasses. And this is in regards to something that is happening all over the U.S., specifically in a lot of states where we'll just say there's a lot of Latinos. Okay. So this is in regards to Michelle being somebody who has been affected by ICE deporting her father.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask a few questions to her in regards to this touchy subject. And hopefully this can help somebody else out there or shed light on the topic, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
What's so funny? Get it out, girl. Get it out.
Because I saw how you were like looking at the questions, and I'm like, so I rather laugh than cry. You know?
Are you nervous?
No. Yes.
Let me get rid of my chicle. Okay. Don't fucking come for me. Turn on my chicle. Okay. Wait. Look at it. I'm gonna get it all caught up in my hair or something. Pause. Okay, so we're back. Michelle got her little nervous tick out of the way.
I did.
Better that she laughs than cries, right?
Yeah, that's literally what I said.
This is some like straight girl talk, like keeping it real talk, okay? So, first question for Michelle. Can you please tell us what life was like before your dad was detained or deported and how things changed afterward?
Okay, so a little bit about my life before my dad was like detained or deported. It was really like old-fashioned way. My dad would work, mom would stay at home, make food, take care of the kids, and dad would bring home the money, the income, everything that we needed. And then it was always like we never knew how to like work for the money. Like my mom didn't know how to work. My mom never got a job because my dad was like, no, like I'm the man, I will bring the money in.
Who's the provider?
Yeah, he was a provider. He like didn't want to let my mom work because he was like, you have no need of working, like I could like provide you the money, the income and everything. And mom was like, okay, then I won't get a job. And every single time my mom tried to get a job, my dad would stop her and be like, hey, no, like you, like I'm your husband, I'm gonna take care of you and the kids.
She was like a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was a housewife.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after when everything happened, we struggled financially like a lot because we didn't know what working was. Like my mom was like trying to get a job, every job she could, because she like didn't know what working was. Like she knew how to work and stuff because she used to work like back then, but it was like many years ago. So when my dad left and got deported and everything, we had like no source of income. We only had what we had saved up and little bits of everything like here and there. And so when my mom, after she got a job and everything, that's when we like realized that we couldn't be spending like we used to. We were on a tight budget for this and that, and you know, stuff like that.
Surviving.
Yeah.
Okay. What was something you wish people understood about what it's like to have a parent deported by ICE?
What people should understand is that many people cry on television. It's like, it's sad, it's this and that. And yes, it obviously is. Like many people don't understand like how growing up with someone your whole life and then just having them taken away from you. Like, it's like if I gave you like a promise ring and I just be like, no, you know what? Give it back. I don't want you to have it. And I'm just taking that promise away from you. Like, you know?
So you grew up believing your dad was always going to be here.
Yes.
Him providing, him taking care of everything, the way the life was, you always believed it would be here.
Yes.
And now it's just gone.
Yeah, he's just gone.
So if you could have somebody understand how that affects you and your siblings and your mom. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, we're back. All right, let me adjust my microphone. Okay, so the last question was, what was one thing Michelle would want people to understand in regards to what it's like to have a parent deported by ICE? And Michelle says,
it's not easy. It's not easy. People, yes, we thugged it out, but at the end of the day, we were still struggling. We were living like not penny by penny, but there was nights where we would be struggling really bad to like work it out. Like I remember to a point where I even got a job, and mom's like, "No, well, like no, I want you to keep focusing on your studies." But me seeing my mom like panic every night and like not being able to like struggling, I would want to help her. Like I was willing to help her, and I did, and I still am to this day. And so I want them to understand, like it's not easy losing a parent. Like it really isn't. Like it drags your whole life out of you.
yeah, it makes you have to grow up faster.
Yeah, it makes your it makes your childhood a lot worse because there's like no need for like a little kid. Like even my little brother, he was like collecting his pennies, changing his coins just to give it to my mom, and he did. And he did.
How old is he?
He's 9 now, but he was what, 7? Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that. That was deep, girl. Okay, next question. So how has this experience affected you emotionally when it comes to your everyday life? How did it affect you your senior year? Because you just graduated. Congratulations. Congrats. How did it affect you with your senior year, with working, and just overall being Michelle?
I remember it happened, the whole deportation thing happened like a week before my birthday. And I was like planning, okay, my 18th birthday, my dad's gonna be here. My dad's gonna like be here for my birthday because my dad was having court for immigration. Because they were either gonna let him stay or kick him out back to Mexico. So I was like planning my 18th birthday, like, okay, my dad's gonna be here, this and that. And I remember my mom is at work and I'm getting ready to go to work, and I just get a call on the phone saying, "Hi, this is a friend from so and so immigration detention center, and we're calling just to let you know that your dad got like deported last night, and he should be on his way out to Mexico now, or he should be in Mexico now." I remember I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I start crying, bawling my eyes out, and I call my mom. She's at work, and I'm like, "Mom, like they just called. They told me that just got deported, this and that." And she was like, she was stressed out. She's like, "No sé qué hacer. Like I don't know what to do. Like I do not know what to do." I remember that night she came back. I called off. She came back from work. We got an Uber to the store of clothes. Like we went to Didi's discount. We got my dad some clothes and everything. We got him like a suitcase because one of our close family friends was gonna drive all the way to Nogales, where my dad got like dropped off by ICE. Was gonna go drive all the way there to find my dad, give him the suitcase. We packed him with full clothes, full shoes, everything. And because my dad was gonna stay with my tia, with my cousin and tia, and we packed him a full suitcase of clothes and everything, and we just like gave the guy to send it to my dad, and he did. He went to go pick up my dad, made sure my dad went with his family and stuff, and that was pretty much it when I got the call. But then I remember I kept like working. I was just so deorientated. Like I was just like, this can't be happening. Like I'm about to turn 18. Like this can't be happening.
So you couldn't focus, function.
I couldn't function, bro. And then it was my senior year, so especially that just like weighted me down. Like it weighted me down so much. And I remember I just got like into a really bad depression like state that even my therapist would get worried because I would not show up to school for like a whole week, or I would just show up like 1 or 2 days. But that's because I was also working like an insane amount of hours just trying to get like help my mom give money to my dad or help her get money so we could like all figure out what was gonna happen and stuff. And I remember I would work till like 3-4 in the morning on a school night, and then having to go to school the next day. Yeah, I couldn't get up.
8. Yeah. So 2 major milestones in your life. Being 18, stolen from you. Senior year, stolen from you. And I can only imagine how graduation was for you.
Yeah, because I remember I told my mom the night before I was panicking, and I told her, I was like, "Oh, Mom," I was like, because my sister's graduation like has popped up on my mom's Facebook like as reminders, as like those memories that pop up on Facebook.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, carry on. So it pops up, Facebook message.
Yeah,
like
the memories pop up, and it's like my dad and my sister's graduation and everything. And I just start crying to her because I'm like, "Oh, Mom, like this year I won't have my dad for my graduation, this and that." And it made me sad because at some point I was like, "Oh, well, like maybe that's just how life is supposed to go, but it isn't how life's supposed to go. Like, I feel like no matter if you're not even close to your parent, you should have like your parent there for a big milestone in your life. And for me, it was graduation. Like, my graduation was like, okay, I was depressed all year about some other things that happened, about my dad getting deported, about this and that happening. And now I am like graduating, and I see the pictures of my sister, and my dad's there hugging her, being so proud of her. And not saying my dad wasn't proud of me, because he did call me the night before also to tell me congratulations and everything. But it was just hitting too close to home, because I was like, okay, well,
you're not going to get that photo.
Yeah, I'm not going to get that photo. I'm not going to get that hug. At the end of my graduation, I was just like in so much pain. But then I realized like my mom was there fully supporting me, and I saw how proud she was. She even cried. And then I took off my cap and my gown, and I gave it to my mom, obviously, because she was like thugging it out. Like, at the end of the day, she thugged it out when my dad was like deported and stuff. And I remember crying, and she was crying. We hugged it out, and it was just like so pretty and stuff.
It's like a way to honor.
Yeah,
like
honor her for like keeping her head high. Even when she was like in her, like, I remember sometimes I would just hear her cry in her room, but that's because she was so stressed about everything.
And stress kills.
And yeah, and I remember one time she was just really stressed out, and I would even be like, okay, well, maybe I need to like just step away so like my mom could like get her like life together. Like, maybe I needed to try harder. I need to do this. And as a kid, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try harder. Yes, I'm gonna do this. Like, as a kid, like, for my instinct was just, I need to help my mom. Like, I need to help my mom. Like, my dad's not here, so my siblings, we have to step it up for my mom. Like, we have to keep going and make my mom proud somehow, you know?
And work together.
Yeah.
Be a unit. Oh my God, girl. Fucked me up, Michelle. Okay. Thank you for sharing. What has helped you get through the hardest days, and who has been your biggest source of support?
What has helped me get through my biggest days?
Like the hardest.
Sometimes I just don't even want to get out of bed, but then I'm like, okay, wait, no, like, I can't. If I let myself down, I feel like I'm gonna like let my mom down or my dad down, like, or especially my mom saying like, okay, I didn't try hard enough on her. I didn't like give her the support she needs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, okay, I can't let myself down, because then my mom gets worried. That's another stress added to her plate. Because I remember when we were in therapy, and my therapist would tell my mom, like, your child are going through this and this and this. My mom would feel like, okay, where did I fail? But it wasn't her.
Automatically,
yeah,
like she just like took it on.
Yeah, she's like, okay, where did I fail? This is another stress. Like, oh, Michelle's sick. She needs some medication for like her therapy and stuff. Mom's like, okay, we'll figure it out. Well, like, another stress added to your plate. So I felt like if I let myself be down, even if like the hardest thing that has happened to me was like my senior year, it was total chaos. Like, the amount of people that died, that my dad got deported, everything. I feel like I was like, okay, well, I was like,
the world was falling apart around you.
Yes. And I felt like if I let myself down, my mom was gonna be like, okay, I didn't try hard enough. Like, that I need to like help her.
It was gonna be her fault.
Yes, that I was letting myself getting like depressed and crying and stuff like that.
But what helped you? Like, what and who helped you get through all that?
What I would just say, like, I just wanted that not to feel that guilt that I was like making my mom believe I let her down.
So you yourself,
yeah,
me, myself, and I, but her, you were like, I have to do this.
Yeah, like
you were like your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, I was like, at the end of the day, like, I can't let myself down, because if I do, I'm never gonna get up. And I have been there before, and I saw how bad it was. And then who helped me? I would say just like seeing my mom work every night. Every night she was working, except Saturday and Sundays, but that's when she would be with us. And even on Saturdays and Sundays, she would like go out, make food, sell food to like people,
always
or or make flower bouquets. She was like always making flower bouquets, getting more extra money that we could use. And then another person, I would say her son. Your son really did help me. He was like there. He thugged it out with me.
My only son.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marley.
But yeah, he was there for me too, as well as my mom.
Yeah, he really does love you, and he just, the way my son talks about you, it's like like
it's like we're lost long siblings.
Like, literally, like, she's like the child I never had, but my son sees her like literally like a sister, like a best friend. Ever since I can remember the first time I dropped him off at a party at your house. That was like the first party he went to in high school, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. And I just remember seeing you and like everybody around you, and you're just talking, just social butterfly. And I was like, wow, like this girl, something good, someone good right here, good heart.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing.
Oh.
So my next question. Okay, if you knew right now that your dad was listening, what would you say to him right now?
If I knew that my dad was listening,
Like if you knew he was watching, like if we upload this and we send it to him, what is one message you want to give to your dad?
I remember when he got deported and he called us from Mexico the first time. He told us, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like los fallé." That means I failed you guys. I couldn't like stay longer. I couldn't like make it out of like the detention center. Like I failed you guys. Like my record wasn't good enough for them or something like that. I remember he told us that, and I was just like, in my head, I was like, but you didn't fail us because it was gonna happen either ways, one way or the other. Like I feel like even people who get detained by ICE, there aren't criminals and they still get detained. Imagine like all those other families that feel the same way as my dad. So I would tell my dad that he didn't fail us. Yes, times were rough at home, but he didn't fail us. At the end of the day, he was still our dad. He was still my dad. He was still my dad. And I remember crying to my mom because I was like, that's my dad. Like we didn't have the best relationship or anything, but I feel like he didn't fail us. It was just the matter of time that we had together, and the matter of time we had snatched from
Like
us.
stolen from you guys, yeah.
Yeah, he was 2 years in a detention center, and it was always going to be like phone calls, like, "Oh, you're receiving a call from Eloy Detention Center." It was like that voice that replays in my head. Or I remember when me and my family would like finally get enough money, and mom was like, "Let me buy you guys something to eat." I would eat and I would think, but what about my dad? What is he eating? What is he doing? Like I remember that hit me so hard one time. I was like eating. My mom took us out to eat, and I was like, but what about my dad? What is he eating? Or I would eat PB&Js at home, and my mom would like, my dad would tell us over the phone how he would eat PB&Js over there in the detention center, and it would just like bring back so many memories. I would like,
It triggered you.
Yeah.
So you would tell your dad, I want you to look right into the camera and I want you to tell him what you just told me, that he didn't fail you. Say it in Spanish if you have to,
Okay.
girl.
Para mi papá, usted no me falló, nomás creo que si cosas hubieran sido diferentes, usted podría estar ahí más para nosotros, por los niños, para mi mamá. No los falló en cualquier momento, pero habían tiempos donde sí lo necesitábamos más que unos tiempos. A veces usted dice, no sé cómo enseñar mi afección, no sé esto, no sé el otro, pero al final del día nosotros nomás necesitábamos a mi papá y no los falló en ningún momento porque los dio todo, pero nosotros lo necesitamos a veces con nosotros y lo queremos mucho y nunca lo vamos a odiar como se dice que lo odiamos. Yeah.
I don't understand a lot of Spanish. I understand that much, but I don't have to understand a language to understand what that meant, like emotionally. So, girl, I'm just like, give me a hug. I love you, and I'm so sorry this is happening. This is deep. Okay. So, what do you wish people who have never experienced deportation understood about families like yours?
Okay, so one thing, first of all, people who haven't experienced it yet or who haven't experienced it at all, never in my life would I wish that upon you, because I know what I went through. I know what my family went through. I know what my mom went through, my siblings went through. I would never, ever wish that upon anyone.
And there's some kids that have both parents that are deported.
Yeah.
Yeah, like little babies.
And even the kids get deported. Like, I imagine how scary that is for you, like getting separated, torn away from your parents. Like, we've seen the images where kids are getting ripped away from their moms while they're getting detained, their dads while they're getting detained, both of their parents while they're getting detained. I would never wish that upon, even on my worst enemy, I would never wish that upon them. So
That's what you would tell them. Like, I would never, bottom line, never wish it on anybody.
No, it's not fair to anyone. Like, especially kids, it's not fair to them because as I was a kid, I was like, okay, yes, I was going to my 18th birthday when I found the news that he got deported, but it was 2 years of him being in a detention center. 16, 17, 18.
2 years of thinking, what is he eating?
Yeah.
Is he okay? Is he being treated right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay, so next question. I appreciate you answering that one. What advice would you give another teenager who just found out their parent was detained or deported?
So I wouldn't give advice right away. I would just give them a big hug because I knew that's what I needed. When I found out my dad was deported, I just felt like my whole world like shattered into like a million pieces. And I just remember at that moment, like, I'm not the type to be like, oh, give me a hug. Well, I am, but at that moment is when I needed the hug the most. Like, I just wanted to be held. I was like, okay, it's gonna be okay. Like, it's not okay right now, but it doesn't seem okay right now, but it is gonna be okay.
Like, this isn't forever.
This isn't forever. Like, this is gonna it's gonna get better. Now. Yeah, it's gonna get better. But this is right now, and we have to deal with it. The most common way is like grieving with it. So you have to learn how to grow up with it. You have to learn how to process it in a million different ways. Like, I know my brother, he has some issues, like issues, and he would get mad really easily. I have ADHD and like a lot of other like stress stuff, and I would get like, okay, well, I would panic right away. I would want to be like right there grabbing everything, like trying to help. But I remember that was not useful. Like, it wasn't gonna do any better. You just have to like grieve through it, process it, and we'll work it step by. It's day by day. It's really a day by day process.
Second by second type thing. Okay, so you'd give them a hug and just tell them it's gonna be okay.
It may not be okay right now, but it is. But it will be
okay. Yeah. That's good, girl. Okay, last question. If you had the opportunity to speak directly to elected officials or immigration leaders, what would you want them to hear from someone who has lived through what you lived through?
So I really do, but I don't understand why you guys do it. I get that you guys are trying to make the country better, but is it really making the country better if you're ripping families apart? Is it, imagine you as a child. If like I'm talking to like politicians,
the lawmakers,
the lawmakers, yeah. Imagine you when you were a child. How would you feel if you just get your mom or your dad torn away from you? How would that make you feel? Would it make you feel sleep good at night? Would it make you cry at night? Would it make you not focus in school? And especially at a young age, and the most like the teenage years. Imagine you in your teenage years where we're changing, we're growing, we're learning. How would that make you feel? Or like, do you feel comfortable sleeping at night knowing you just torn a family apart? ICE
How
agents.
Could you guys sleep like that?
As ICE agents, when you see a little baby crying, like in the news, you see them crying, screaming for their mom, and you're just taking their mom away. I know it's your job, but at the end of the day, how does your conscience let you like live like that? Like, do you not hear those echoes of the kids screaming in your head when you did it? Like, I know it's your job, but do you not feel like one little bit of guilt, like feeling, okay, I just torn this family apart, but it's okay because I have another family to go to? Is that what like goes really on in your mind? Or are you guys really doing this because you guys want to, because you're told to? But I just want to know why. Like, at the end of the day, I know it's for like US citizens, like only US citizens here in the US. I get that, but some people come here believing that coming here is a better opportunity for them. So why can't we just grant them?
The American dream, right?
Yes. So why can't we just grant them, like they say in Spanish, I mean, el sueño americano. So why can't we just grant them that American dream to them?
Instead of them having to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars, pay for lawyers, pay for immigration lawyers, all to get the papers, and you're not even guaranteed that you're gonna stay here and be an American.
Yeah, my mom paid lawyers for him to fight his case, because before he even got detained by ICE, where it got bad, Here was already having the process of starting his paperwork started.
Like for his citizenship?
Yeah, he already had started it. And for his final court, before everything happened with ICE and everything, they told him, okay, well, we'll get back to you as soon as the judge makes the decision. We found out that the judge had died. So his paperwork just got lost. Everyone who...
That's why he sat there for 2 years?
Yeah, because they couldn't find out what was the judge's decision.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, and when he got the new judge, they were like, oh, well, no, everyone out.
What bothers me about the whole thing is you see it affecting the Latino communities the most.
Yeah.
And then let's be real. We as Latinos, myself as part Native American, we know who the real illegals are. We know who really was born on this land and who wasn't. And that's neither here nor there, but that is a fact. And I will state it and talk about that till the day I die. You don't see us kicking people out of this land that was stolen from us. We're told that when we vote, we can make these laws so that they can make America better. But in my time on this, excuse me, hitting my microphone, in my time on this earth, I don't feel like immigration is making anything better. I mean, I do, but I don't. I understand the whole population control. I understand the whole inflation. I understand all that. But there's more than just Latinos that are illegal. You know?
And only like, it seems like they're making it seem like only Latinos and Hispanics are the ones being targeted. What
about no shade to any other race? But there's a lot of them.
Yeah. So like, what about, yeah, like, I don't really mind this or anything, but if you see a Canadian here and you know he came here illegally, why don't we see them on the news? We only see Hispanics, Latinos. We don't see people from Canada, or anywhere else getting
or
put
other
on the
countries.
news.
Yeah, it's usually
Latinos or Hispanics and stuff like that. So
there's other people that come here, Africa, Asians. I mean, the list goes on. But what the media, and we know it is controlled, is showing us is it's mostly Latinos. And it's to the point where, like, this last weekend, as a matter of fact,
oh yeah,
I seen on a few of my friends on Facebook saying that on 75th Avenue in McDowell by the Home Depot, that the ICE was there. And then there was video of it, and ICE was literally detaining people. So, and what I saw with my eyes was they were Latinos. I didn't see anyone from Africa. I didn't see anyone from China, Vietnam. I didn't see anyone from Canada, even though they look like they're American too. I saw a bunch of Latinos. And I know there's more than just Latinos out on the streets in Phoenix. Just put that out there. So here's my closing question for you, Michelle. When people finish listening to your story today, what's one message that you really hope that they heard and they took to heart?
Oh, okay. One big message.
And even if it's something you didn't say,
yeah,
and it's something you want to say now, what would it be?
Just don't lose hope and don't give up. Don't lose hope. Like, people say, okay, my life's over. This is over, all over. We can't do this anymore. Or like, we're gonna give up now. Like, let's just. At some point, my mom was like, let's just go back to Mexico. We'll all move back. But thankfully, she did not lose hope. She was able to keep like going through it.
She found a way.
She found her way. We all found our way as a family. My mom, my siblings, and me. We all found a way, and we kept struggling through it day by day. Until this day, we still do. But don't lose the hope you have. That little piece of hope that you
hope and faith
you have could go a long way. It's it's worth the shot to just keep trying instead of just giving up right away and looking for easier ways out. Don't lose the hope. Because thankfully, my mom's still here. And we're
very
still
nice
here.
lady, by the way. Very nice. Good energy, good people, good corazon. Just straight. A woman that like literally lives for her children.
She would give everything for us.
You know, like she I met her today for the first time ever. My son has spoken very highly of her since he's known Michelle, and he met her. But I could just feel, I could see when I saw her and when I shook her hand, I could feel her energy and I felt strong, calm, but I felt like I could see like she's just she deserves a vacation. She deserves a queen for a day.
We're working on that.
You know, she deserves peace and rest. And yeah, I give her such big props because I've had days where I'm like, I just want to quit today. But I can only imagine how her days have been. And she still got up, still took care of the kids, the dogs. They've got dogs.
We got 9.
Took care of the dogs and took care of her family. Now, I hope one day everything changes for the better. But until then, remember every time you guys see families that are being torn apart on TV or even in person, remember Michelle's story. She's just one in a sea of many that are going through this. So thank you, Michelle. I'm sorry for all the tears, girl. But I'm grateful that we got this message out there because this is something that needs to be out there. And I hope it helps somebody. I really do. And then inspires them to not give up because it's really easy to give up.
It really is.
But yeah, go Michelle, high five. Proud of you. Congrats. She graduated. Yay!
Finally graduated.
And she's still working her butt off.
I am.
Literally, when she's like, oh, I fell asleep, I'm like, oh, thank God she fucking slept. She's one of the hardest working kids I know. And thank you again.
Of course.
So until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you for being here. And it's always better to be louder than nice.